So today I will be talking about family rituals, family stories, family secrets, and what role I play within my family. Have I ever been asked to keep a family secret? Yes, I have. However, they are so small and so trivial that they don't even make sense to me. However, if spoken about or if exposed, they may hurt another relative, they may cause emotional stress on another relative, may offend another relative, so I keep it a secret. They are not usually detrimental, to the point where they can cause serious emotional stress. But it's a secret, so I keep it. Family stories. I'm sorry. I remember when I was a child. My grandmother was responsible for me. I lived with her and my extended family. I had older cousins who were about um, 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 years older than I was. And there was this old man that always came to the house. But when he came, he would tell my cousins hello, ask them how they were doing. But he would sit with me and have deep conversations with me when I was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. He would sit and have deep conversations with me, ask me how school was going, what did I do at school, what did I eat, what happened. He was interested in my life and he wanted to know what was going on in my life. And when he came, he would always bring milk or groceries. He would always bring something with him for me. I didn't understand why, but I liked it. I liked it. I liked his company. And this happened for a long time. When my grandmother used to want something from him or wanted to send him a message, she would only send me to him. If I was at home and I gave problems, if I was being a disobedient child, and my grandmother spoke to him about it, he would come, he would ask me why did I do that, you know, and and this is what happened because you did that. He would talk to me. He would talk to me in a firm way, but in a loving way. And I didn't understand why, but I got so accustomed to it I didn't even question it. And I kept on going to his house, and he had this grandson that lived with him. He was his wife's grandson, and I liked the boy. The boy liked me. He came to my house and looked for me. I went to his house and looked for him. But the people in the community did not like him. Not did not like the situation. Did not like it. I'm sorry. They did not like our relationship, I guess. My family didn't like it, and so my grandmother stopped me from going to the house, and um, stop, and they, try to stop the boy from coming to see me as well. And I think the boy knew why, but I didn't know why. I was baffled. I was confused. My older cousins knew why. I was the only one that was in the dark and didn't understand what was going on. So I left it alone. And I remember one day I was coming home from school and the old man saw me, and he was walking with me, talking with me, was walking me home. And during the conversation, he stopped and said, "Do you know who I am?" And I said, "Yes, you are, you're Mr. Williamson. Of course I know who you are." And he left it at that. He didn't entertain the conversation any further. He didn't give me any explanation. And he died. My grandmother died. And as I grew older, I got to understand what the situation was. What it was that this old man was actually my my grandfather's cousin. But my grandfather was blind and he was impotent, so he couldn't have children. And in some way, um, that that old man that I was referring to previously gave my grandmother, had children with my grandmother for my grandfather, for my not biological grandfather. So this old man was actually my real grandfather, but I didn't know. And as the years went by, I realized that my mother called the old man's children. She called them her sisters and her brothers. So I got to understand, what it was. This old man was actually my grandfather. That's why he came, and that's why he spent time with me. So that's my family story. What rituals? does my family take part in? We cook together every Saturday and every Sunday. We have dinner and breakfast together. We go to the movies together. Um, in the summertime, we go on vacations together. Especially my mother and I, we always go on vacation in Christmas time together. So it's just a way for us to come together and spend time because we're always at school, always at work, so we don't have that closeness that we would like to have. So the rituals are ways for us to bond and have meaningful conversations with each other and laugh and talk and just be loving. What role do I play in my family? I am the peacemaker. I'm the one that always cracks a joke, um, make someone laugh, make the whole family laugh, just to kind of make a situation lighter or just to kind of avoid a conflict and make everybody think of something else other than what the distressing situation is. So that's my role. Those are my rituals. That is my family story, and those are my secrets, my family secrets.